Hi, how's it going? This is Mike. Today, I want to do a video review of the Klipsch KLF-20. These speakers are from the Legend series, which were produced from 1996 until 2001. Although these speakers are almost 20 years old, they still sound really good. And like many Klipsch owners know, if you look on the back of your Klipsch speaker and look at the serial number, you'll be able to tell exactly when your speaker was manufactured. I'm not all that worried or really don't care because I know that it's approximately 20 years old. So it doesn't really matter the age to me. They sound great still, so in this case, age is really nothing but a number. I acquired these speakers from a friend who was using them in his basement for home theater use. I was able to offer a trade to him for some speakers that I currently had and trade for these speakers. And he accepted the trade, and that's how I got these KLF-20s. I had to have these speakers because, like a lot of my longtime subscribers know, I have owned many Klipsch speakers over the years. And when I came across these, I really wanted them so that way I can add it to the list of the Klipsch speakers that I have owned. And also so that I can do a review and put it on YouTube to share with the whole world so that these 20-year-old Klipsch speakers are not forgotten. And like everybody probably who knows me well can tell you that I love Klipsch speakers and I am Klipsch for life. I just love the way they sound. I've owned many speakers, but something about the Klipsch, I think it's that horn, to me is so addictive. It's bright, it's clean, it's effortless, and that's what I love about it. Standing right next to the KLF-20 or the Martin Logan ESLs, and I'll do a review comparison another day on those two speakers, and it'll be very interesting, and you guys have to check it out because it'll be worth your time to watch it and see how those two stack up against each other. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking in this video. I'm just going to tell you guys some of the notes that I jotted down over the past couple of weeks while I've been listening to these speakers. So, these three-way speakers have high sensitivity and are ideal for vacuum tube-based amplifiers. That's what I'm using the KLF-20s with, is the Music Angel, the one right over there with the big power tubes on it, the 4 KT88 power tubes with the vintage, super vintage 1940s, 1950s RCA clear top and long black plate. Anybody who knows tube amplifier knows those are really awesome tubes to have, and they together with those speakers, they sound fantastic. I also have the Denon 5803, and that's a huge black receiver on the very bottom. That receiver is very powerful. It's rated at 170 watts per channel, and it also has 24 DACs inside it. So it's really, really good and clean sounding. They don't make receivers or audio equipment like they used to. I'm saying like they used to, like I'm some old 40, 50-year-old guy when I'm only in my 20s. But I appreciate older gear because I've heard the newer stuff and I owned a lot of the newer stuff. But when I started reading into archives and articles about vintage gear and older gear, I realized that the new stuff more or less is crap compared to, you know, what they used to make. They don't make, you can't go and get receivers really this day with 170 watts a channel with 24 DACs in it unless you're willing to spend an insane amount of money. But just like the KLF, that Denon is older, but it sounds amazing. Okay, let me get back to point now. The Klipsch KLF soundstage is wide and deep, and the horn loudspeaker is great for vocals. Like I was saying, they sound really good with vocals, with the violin, piano, flute. It's so bright, clean, and effortless. That horn just brings out all the detail, and it sounds really good. And it's really, that's what makes Klipsch speakers addictive, is when you are sitting down and you are listening to the speakers, and it's just, you're hearing every single tiny, minute detail. It's really, really addictive, and that's what I love so much about it. I use these speakers, the KLF-20s, I use them for my hi-fi listening, like I said. I really am not big into home theater. I really like music listening, and I listen to a very broad spectrum of music. I can go classical, I can go modern, and some country, jazz, hip hop, you know, instruments, a cappella. So I have a very, broad, wide variety of music that I like and listen to. When I'm in my car, I prefer hip hop because I have, big subwoofers in my car, and that's the whole point. But when I'm at home, I like to listen to everything, more mellow stuff. I like to listen to the detail that all this audio equipment brings out, and it's really the joy of having high fidelity systems, is being able to sit there and enjoy listening to music and all the benefits of having high-end gear. So I'm going to tell you some of the specifications of the KLF-20. It has a frequency response of 34 Hz through 20 kilohertz, plus minus 3 decibel. Sensitivity is 100 decibel, 1 watt, 1 meter. So they're insanely efficient speakers. And that's why they go so well together with the tube amplifier. Tube amplifiers don't put out a whole lot of power, but these Klipsch speakers don't need a whole lot of power. They mate really well together because of that reason. Most people who buy tube amplifiers are wanting to hear softer music, or they want to hear the quality of the singer's voice, or they want to hear, like, tubes are bring out warmth, and it's really hard to describe, but tubes primarily make the sound feel more real versus a digital transistor receiver. I really prefer the tube amplifier over the digital receiver, but they're both really good. It's just, your own preference. They're rated at 200 watts maximum continuous, 800 watts peak. So those speakers with the dual 10-inch woofers, they can really, go really loud. They're really powerful. Too bad I can't blast them and show you guys how loud they can go, but trust me, they're powerful. The enclosure type is a bass reflex via dual rear mounted ports. So I used to have the Klipsch Epic CF4s, and the guy who has them now is the same guy that traded these KLFs for. The Klipsch Epic CF4s, they have ports in the front, and this one has them in the rear. I like the rear more. I think the bass goes off the back of the wall, so I think it's a better sounding bass, in my personal opinion. So the three-way system, using one polymer diaphragm compression driver tweeter with a 90 degree times 40 degree exponential horn, one 1.5 inch polymer diaphragm compression driver mid-range with a 90-degree times 60-degree horn, which is common on just about every single Klipsch speaker uses that horn. And the two 10-inch CG cone woofers. The tweeter is a K79 1-inch polymer diaphragm compression driver horn. The exponential horn high frequency crossover 7000 Hz mid-range K52 1.5-inch polymer diaphragm compression driver mid-range horn mid-range crossover 750 Hz woofer 2K 1036K 10-inch polycarbon graphite cones, and those speakers are really heavy. They weigh 86 pounds each. And now, time for me to shut up and let you guys hear what they sound like. So, I'm going to play a song and let's listen.
I've seen the dark side when I'm trying to find the light. Seen the shadows fade away on the wrong side of night. Heard a song coming through, and when I'm looking for you, I sing blue. Too long on the dark side, trying to find the light. You were just another sideshow, and I was trying not to fall, trying not to fall. Baby, why you looking in the mirror? If it ain't right, it's tearing us apart. Yeah. Do you go? Do you stay, baby? Will you play my heart? And if I let you have it your way, baby, would you break my heart? I don't know it. I don't know, baby, yeah. Our boat is sinking while your heart's skipping stone. Our light is burning body clean. Hallelujah. 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 Well, I had some good old times away with these friends I know. I was sad to leave them, they were sad to let me go. But I'm home now, it sure feels right. Got me an old-fashioned Saturday night. Got me.
Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe to my channel. And look forward to future videos of the comparison between the KLF-20 and the Martin ESL electrostatic speaker. Also, I'm going to make a video of the crossover kit that I got for this, the Bob Kreitz, right here. I got the whole kit for this. So I'm going to make a video in the future and I'm going to show what the difference is with the Bob Kreitz and with and without. So one speaker I will install the Kreitz crossover system with and let you guys hear the side-by-side difference. Here's another one of the components. Brand new diaphragm right here. They are extremely delicate, so you have to be extremely careful with them. And here's the new titanium tweeter. Same thing, extremely fragile, so I have to take extra care when I'm installing these. Thank you for watching. Take care.